What is good, YouTube? We back at it like we never left, and today I'm coming at y'all with my second build video. Now there's two players that I'm going to be using in 2K20. One is the LeBron build that I had in my last video. That is the build that I run guard on. But this build is something crazy. This is a perfect shooting guard build. So if you're looking to run the two and not run guard and just strictly be a scoring machine, literally a scoring machine, this video is for you. If you're new, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so like I said, this is a perfect shooting guard build. It can also run small forward, but I prefer this to be at the shooting guard. And this build is very, very similar to Kobe Bryant. The way this build can shoot and drive, it will feel like you took the attributes straight from the 2K roster and slapped it right onto your player. But that's enough talking. Let me show y'all exactly how to make this build. So obviously, we're trying to resemble this after Kobe Bryant, so he will be a shooting guard. And you want to pick the second pie chart with slashing and shooting. Now, most people, when they pick the physical profiles, they always go with the one that gives you the most speed. But in my opinion, I like the one that gives you vertical and speed more, because I don't really see that big of a difference in the speed, and I don't think it's really worth giving up that much vertical for a few more speed. So I went with that one. Now I'm pretty sure on this build, if you go all out and max out all of the finishing attributes, you'll get around 20 finishing badges. But if you guys watched my last video, you know that I like to spread things around. I don't like to go too top heavy on my build, because I feel like you do not have to do the most to be effective. So I'm going to up my driving dunk, but I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to get it to enough where I have 16 finishing badges, and I'm going to leave it there. And since this is a Kobe Bryant build, you know it would be doing my guy dirty to not give him the most shooting he could possibly get. So we're going to max out all the shooting. I'm pretty sure you guys knew that was coming before I even said it. So now moving on to the playmaking. We're going to max our ball control out. You'll see why I do that later. And we're going to put everything on post moves, because he was a great post player and he doesn't pass the ball, so we're going to leave that off.
You're not funny.
No, man. All jokes aside, Kobe did pass the ball sometimes. But we're going to leave pass accuracy off because we don't need it for this build. So now on to the defense. Some of you may be looking at this build and you're like, there's no way you can still get defensive badges with this build. But you can. Anytime you make a player that is point guard, small forward, or shooting guard, you always want to upgrade perimeter, lateral, and steal all the way first before you upgrade anything else. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be all your build really needs, and that's going to be the most important thing your build needs for defense. But let me show you guys how you can get 6 defensive badges. So some people might be like, oh, I'm going to upgrade interior defense and I'm going to upgrade block, right? Which is not bad. You mean you get 3 defensive badges, but we can do better than that. Some people completely overlook upgrading their defensive rebound because they don't know that is what's going to give you the most badges. When you upgrade that, look at how much my badges jumped up compared to when I had it spread out over interior defense and block. When I upgraded my defensive rebound, I upgraded to 5 badges. And this is how you can get 6 with the remaining attribute points you have left. You can put it on any defensive thing you want. That can be interior defense, that can be your block, offensive rebound, anything you want. But if you're cool with 5, you can put it on other things. But for me, I like to have defense on my build. So I went ahead and put my extra attributes on block, because I think that's what's going to help me the most out of all of those things. So if you need to, pause the video right here. If your attributes do not look like this, you messed up. It should look exactly like this. This is going to give you the best Kobe build, and it's going to give you the scoring machine archetype. So everything should look just like this right here. I put his body type as solid because that looks the most like Kobe. But now let's get into the height. Now, Kobe is listed as 6'6". That is his official NBA height. But look at what happens when you put him at 6'6". Look at all your attributes. Your most important attributes, they take a hit. When you go to 6'5", everything is perfect. 6'4", that's way too short and it won't even look like Kobe. But 6'5" is perfect. Look at your driving dunk. When you hit 97, you can unlock all of the contact dunks, all of the animations. Your ball control stays at a 79 too, which is important. I'm going to show you why it's important a little bit later. The weight, this is also important. I went with 204 with the weight. Now, if you're the type of guy that likes to have your player heavy and be the most built he can be, that's on you. But I like to have my weight so I can have speed onto my build. Now, look what happens when I lower it to 204. It goes down 1 on my acceleration. But if I lowered it a little bit more, I can't just take 1 down and gain 1 every time. It's gonna take too much off my strength. So I took the weight down 1 and gained +1 to my acceleration. The wingspan has to be minimum on this build. You'll still have good defense, don't worry. Look at your ball control. At 99, you'll be able to speed boost. Minimum wingspan is the move for this build. Now, the younger Kobe, the one that first entered the league, he was more of a slasher. So if that's the one you're going for, it would make sense to pick this. But prime Kobe, the one that grew into the Kobe we all know and love, without a doubt, he was a shot creator. And look at the archetype we get, scoring machine. We don't get any similarities to Kobe, but that's okay because 2K does not know what they're talking about with the similarities. Scoring machine perfectly describes Kobe Bryant. Let's go to the badges. Now, I know I said this before, but badges is strictly your preference. I cannot tell you what to put on your player, but I can help you. I'm just here to give you some ideas what you can do. So if it were me, I'd go Contact Finisher Hall of Fame, Fancy Footwork Hall of Fame, Giant Slayer Hall of Fame, Acrobat Silver, and Slithery Finisher Silver. But not everybody is like me. Not everybody would want to have that badge set up. So there's different options and different things you can do. You might be the type that like to spread your badges around more. So it's completely up to you. Now, for the shooting, this is what I would do. Gold difficult shots and Hall of Fame difficult shots, I see hardly any difference. So I would go gold difficult shots. Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender, the Kobe badge, Hall of Fame Deadeye is a must. And I like Hall of Fame green machine, but you could lower it down to gold if you want to. And the last 2, if you have it exactly like how I have it, the last 2 you can put anywhere. Catch and shoot, flexible, tireless, but I'm probably gonna put it on tireless when I get all of my badges. When I made this build, I did not design this to be the type that runs point guard at all. So for playmaking, I'm getting playmaking badges that strictly help me score, not pass at all, but just score. So downhill, space creator, quick first step, badges like that. And I probably put on tight handles, but I don't know yet. Like, I don't have my badges and I'm not in the situation to put them on yet, so I don't know, but it'll probably look something like that. Now for defense, this could be all over the place. Me and all of my friends, we all have different defensive badges and we all have different opinions on them. Some people like pickpocket, some people like intimidator, some people like chase down artists. We all have different opinions. I don't think any of us have the same defensive badge setup. So there's so many different options you can go with right here. But I like gold pickpocket and gold clamps for my player. And that is going to wrap up the best, hands down, scoring build in the game. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all's support means the world to me, and we out.